Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Judith and I'm an Afro-Latina mom of 3 little ones under 5 years old. 3 boys. Pray for me. This year I officially started homeschooling my 4-year-old, and today I want to share with you just a few tips and tricks of how I got started. If you ever thought about doing homeschool yourself and you felt nervous or anything like that, it's okay. I felt the same way. And before we go any further, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Pause. Yeah. Okay, so now why I chose to homeschool. I have an entire video that I'll be linking below in the description box for you to watch. Watch the video to get like a full insight of why I chose to homeschool, and here I'll just give you 2 main reasons. 1, nutrition. I did not like how they were handling his diet in school, being that my son's mostly plant-based. 2, I wanted to gain control over his advancement in his education. Being that my son has a late birthday in October, he wouldn't have made the cut to go into kindergarten. So I chose to homeschool him instead and teach him kindergarten stuff, maybe first grade if he's up for it. Again, I'll link the video. Another benefit that I wanted to take advantage of when it comes to homeschool is bonding. I feel like it's a great opportunity to bond, especially since I'm a stay-at-home mom. I felt like, what better time than now to pour into my children as best as I can at this pivotal time in their life, so nutrition and being able to teach my kid what I feel like is important for him to learn at this time, and being able to really gauge where he's at mentally or educationally, and determine what I can teach him versus a system deciding on delaying what he's ready for now. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Before I even get further into this topic, I do want to make it known I'm not like a certified or a professional. I'm just a mom, but I think that moms have so much power in their children's life when it comes to teaching them, because we are their first teachers. Technically we are their first teachers. They're inside of our womb, and even when we don't realize it, we're teaching them feelings, we're teaching them love, we're teaching them all the things from the womb. So if you're hesitant about homeschooling but you thought of it, maybe you want to take some tips and tricks from this video just to implement them on your day-to-day basis, whether your son or child or daughter is in school or not. That's why I'm making this video, because I think that is important for moms that want to be a little bit more involved in their child's education to realize and know that you can do this too. You can do it. I'm just a regular girl. So with all of that being said, I just wanted to make it known I don't know what I'm doing fully. I'm learning along with my children, and that's okay. AI will be your best friend. If you don't have this app, AI, ChatGPT, whatever you use, AI, use it now. This is the best thing I've come across for helping me with homeschooling. Think of what's important to you and what subjects you want to teach your child. These will be the pillars of your curriculum. If you decide to do a curriculum, or if you just want to wing it, have at it. But I think it's best to think of the specific subjects that are important to you, that you want to teach your child, so that you can ask AI to create an example of what that would look like for you and your schedule that you want to commit to. And it is also important to note, if you do decide that your child will eventually go back to school in whatever state or country you're in, make sure you are teaching them things that they should have been learning in the year that they don't attend traditional school so that they are up to date and ready or even advanced once they enter school again. And you want to be real specific. If you have a 5-year-old, ask AI, how do I do A, B, and C for my 5-year-old? If you have a 10-year-old, put that in. Be very specific to your specific needs, and AI will be your hero. Lesson number 1. Okay, now let me show you a couple of simple activities that are part of our homeschooling routine. First, wordplay. At this age, reading does not have to be you sitting down with a workbook and just very square. So play-based learning is the best way my son learns. I've come to realize that after trial and error, he's more of a hands-on, wanting to run, wanting to fidget. You know, he's just a little boy. So that's what he likes. For example, he likes to play with cars. So we use cars for learning. I'll put in a clip around here somewhere where I show you an example of us playing and learning words. So right now we're focusing on sight words because I do believe they are a great way for him to learn how to read. Sight words are often seen in his books that he has now, and they've been very helpful in him starting to read. Okay.
Can you go to bed? No, thank you.
For instance, the word the is boy, her, he. Those simple words he's learning now so that when he sees them in a book, he's able to recognize them and read them.
No. No.
Ahí va.
No.
Ahí va.
No.
Ahí van.
No.
Ahí van.
No.
Ajá. Mhm. Okay, Zakai. All right. Oh, it passed all the words. We need the car to stop at one of the words.
It was going too fast. It needs to slow down.
All right. Okay, let's see. Which sight word is it? Hold on. It's this one. What's that? Don't look at me. Look at the papers, okay? What letters do you see? What letter do you see? Huh? What letter do you see? What sound does I make? Okay. What sound does S make? Put it together. Yes. What is it? Is. Is. Say it again. Can you spell is? Nope. Spells? Okay. All right. Again.
Another way is, and this is just pertaining to sight words, another way we'll play and learn is by laying the cards out on the table, and I give him like a spatula or a kitchen spoon, whatever I have, and I'll say the word and he'll have to like slap it. He'll have to slap the word I say, and he really enjoys that. So we do that a lot.
Car.
And then I'll throw in like a little challenging stuff here and there depending on how he's doing. Like if he got all the words and he knows all the words I'm saying, I'll remove one of the words, hide it, and have him spell it.
More.
So like I let him show me what he's ready for. If it becomes too easy, it becomes boring, and so we need to take it up a notch. Another fun idea is to write sight words on sticky notes and hide them around the house like a scavenger hunt. My son loves finding them and shouting out the word when he knows them. When he doesn't, that's a different story. We have to work on emotions and inhaling, exhaling, and taking your time to look at the letters, making the sound, and figuring it out. basically how we do language learning with sight words. Now, we also incorporate science and math, and it just depends on the day. Some days we'll just do a play, like the card play or the slap the word play, and we're done. Like, just chill, like maybe an hour or less. It just depends on his mood. It depends on my mood, because some days mommy don't really got it together. But every single day I try to incorporate some sort of learning. It could be as simple as looking outside the window. What does it look like today? What's the weather? I also incorporate Spanish because I'm Hispanic. Buenos días, Zakai. Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo te sientes?
Bien.
Bien. ¿Y qué tú comes?
Go alcate.
Muy bien. I want to teach my son Spanish, so I'll incorporate Spanish words here and there for him to learn as well. Now for science, we've done vinegar and baking soda, simple project. Ask AI, how do I teach my son the reaction that happens between vinegar and baking soda? And I put his age so that AI knows that I need something simplified, easy, simple, straight to the point to teach him. Try to make everything simple, and that's kind of the hardest part for me because I'm an extra type of person. So I have to like go to a place and tell myself, calm down and simplify things. So when I say this is a learning process, not only for my child, but for me as well, it truly is. Believe me, it's not easy, but so worth it. Now you might be wondering, what does a homeschool day even look like? Honestly, for us, it's really simple. We wake up, we gather, after I've, taken care of the baby's diapers, because again, I have 3 under 5. We do our morning routine, changing diapers, brushing teeth, and then we'll gather and talk about our intentions for the day. Some days we'll do a little bit of inhaling, exhaling, stretching, and we'll come downstairs, eat breakfast, and after breakfast, I'll ask Zakai, what does it look like outside? What's the weather of the day? And we'll talk about the weather in Spanish and English. If he says it's cloudy because he gravitates towards English right now, I'll be like, okay, ¿cómo se dice en español? And then he'll look at me and I'll be like, está nublado. So like, I'm reinforcing the Spanish in certain areas as best as I can throughout the day. And just so you know, there's no real pressure on how your day looks like for homeschooling, and that's the beauty of it. Like, you don't have a principal or anyone harping or hovering over you, making sure that you check these boxes. It's up to you to decide how you want to go about your day. Some days, it's relaxed. Most days is relaxed, unless he's like having a fit or something like that. Then we have to, talk about emotional intelligence and figuring out ways to manage our emotions. That's honestly the hardest part of homeschooling with a 4-year-old, managing the emotions and trying to make it fun and keep it fun. That's the hardest part so far. And we've been doing this for, 2-3 weeks? So yeah, that's the most challenging part of it. And you already deal with that if you're a parent. You deal with that on a day-to-day basis with a 4-year-old, if you have one, or a 1-year-old, whatever. That already comes with being a parent. So to sum this part up, homeschooling does not have to look like a traditional school. It's about making learning a part of your everyday life. So do what you already do. You probably already have a morning routine. Just take your time with it and be intentional and present. That's homeschooling, period. You gotta make breakfast. What's 1 bread plus 1 bread? 2 breads. Okay. So now if you have 1 bread and you ask for 2 more breads, how many is that?
3.
3. Okay, good. Now if you have 1 bread and you ask for 3 more breads, how many does that total?
4.
Good. Lesson of the day. Learn your math. That's homeschooling. Simple. Things you already do, but you engage a little bit more. You ask a little bit more questions. You bring the kid in. You bring in their attention to what you're already doing. You invite them making a mess, because I know, if you're anything like me, I'm like, get out the kitchen, get out the way. So you're unlearning that, and you're inviting them to come in, get in your way, and make things a little bit more challenging for you to finish quickly. Yeah, that's homeschooling. Just bring them in, let them make the mess, let them ask all the questions, and you stop and you answer them. That's homeschooling. There's no fancy classroom, there's no fancy tools, no fancy nothing. Like right now, we're managing with the bare basics. We have a pencil, we have crayons, we have markers, and I just bought some construction paper. That's it. We have this, creativity, and we make do with the toys and the stuff that we currently have. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and not say that I don't plan on bringing in more things to make things more interesting and switch things up a bit, but it's not mandatory. I don't have to start as soon as I have all these things that we think we need to have to be prepared. Just start today, start right now, period. And I do wanna take more time to encourage you if you're thinking about it. Like, you got this, Mom. It's not that hard. It's not that easy, but it's so worth it. You're gonna build a bond. Like, I've noticed my kid likes me a little bit more now. Like, he wants to play with me more. He wants to talk to me more. Like, we're building a bond and we're building memories. One of the biggest lessons I've learned since starting this journey is that I don't need to be the perfect teacher. I just need to be a guide, and that has taken so much pressure off of my shoulders. I hope this video was helpful for you if you are parents that are looking to homeschool, whether it's a father or a mom. I want to quickly take a minute just to speak to moms right here, right now. If you are a mom watching this and you're hesitating because you feel like you're not qualified, you are. No one knows your child better than you do, okay? All right. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If you've been thinking about homeschooling, I hope this encourages you to do it. Just start small. Even 10 minutes a day makes a huge, huge difference. I'll be sharing more of our bilingual homeschooling journey here, so don't forget to hit subscribe if you want weekly ideas, encouragement, and real life mom talk. Dads, I'm sorry, but this is more of a mom channel. And let me know in the comments, are you thinking about homeschooling your little one? I'd love to hear from you and cheer you on. So definitely let me know in the comments, and I look forward to sharing more clips with you. Also, if you're not already following my Instagram, definitely follow my Instagram. I post on there a lot more in my stories, highlights, the in-betweens when I'm not here on YouTube. So definitely make sure you hit the subscribe button here so you won't miss like the long form videos, and go to my Instagram and TikTok as well at I'm Juju P.